let's have a little bit more discussion about how variables work in JavaScript. So we're going to focus on these two types of variable, local variables and global variables. It sounds a bit scary, but actually it's pretty straightforward. So, variables. You use variables all the time. You declare them. If you declare a variable in JavaScript within a function, remember var, x, something like that, that is declaring a variable, then that variable can only be accessed within that function, not outside the function. And the language we use to understand that is we say the variables are local to the function. We use the word local, okay? So they're local variables. So let's have a quick illustration of that. Here's an example, and this is the part of the code which gets executed first because there's a function, so that's not going to be executed first. There's no events here. All right, so first line of code, and then it carries on down here, and we have a jump to that function in the middle. So we've got a variable, money is 99, and then we've got a message. Okay, in the main part, the value of that variable is, up will come the number 99. We put 99 in the variable, and then we check what is in the variable. 99 will come up right here, a little message. And then we run this function here. This function comes up here. What does it do? It makes a variable with the same name. So variable with the same name, however, it is inside the function. Now, because this is declared inside the function, like here, var money is 2, declared inside the function, that money will work, but it will only work inside the function. So, when we run the function, we will get a message and it will tell us money has the number 2. This message will show us the value 2, okay? Because it's talking about this function here, this variable here, excuse me. All right, so the first one shows 99. Then we run the function, and the function shows the number 2. And then finally, what do? We show another message, and we check what is in this value, and it is 99 again. Okay, 99, 2, 99. And that proves that this has a value which is different to those. Even though it is the same name, that is a different variable to this variable with the same name. All right, so opposite of local variable, which works inside a function, is a global variable. Global variable basically works anywhere. So let's have a look at that. And here's our code. We've made a variable here. Now, that variable is a global variable. That's the language we use. Money is declared here. It's not declared inside a function. It's declared outside of all the functions. That means it's a global variable. You can use it anywhere in your JavaScript code, anywhere. All right, so it's got the value 99. If we run this little message here, up comes a little window and it shows us it has the value 99. We run the function, run a function. All the function does, same thing, show me what is inside that variable called money. That will also show the number 99. And then back here in the main part, it will also show 99. Okay, so all of these three will show 99 because they're all referring to the same variable, which is this variable, which is a global variable that works everywhere. Okay, now what about if you have global variable and a local variable and they have the same name? Okay, definitely not a good idea. I wouldn't do that if I was you. You're going to get confused and make programming mistakes. But still, what would happen if you have local variable, global variable with the same name, such as money? Well, in that situation, JavaScript gives priority to the local variable. All right. Also, what about if you create a global variable inside a function? So if you assign a value to a variable that has not been declared in a function, declared meaning var, x, something like that. So if you're in a function and you assign a value to a variable that has not been declared, it will automatically make it a global variable. Okay, quick example here. So First thing we do is we run that function, show money. Up here we have show money. It hasn't got any var money. There's nowhere there's any var money. It just says money. Now, JavaScript does make a variable called money. If you simply use a variable and it hasn't been created, JavaScript automatically creates it. Fantastic. What does it create? Local variable or global variable? In this situation, it creates a global variable. In other words, this variable can be used anywhere by any JavaScript code in the web page. When you do this, if it hasn't been already created with var, then it is a global variable. And that's what's happened here. So in here, if we check what's in that variable, it will come up with a number 2. What about back after the function and we check in the main part, it will also come up with the number 2. Okay, it is proving that that is a global variable. All right, so that's the end of our quick discussion about global variables and local variables in JavaScript.